These news items are just the tip of the iceberg. World statistics show a more grave situation about children's emotional health. It reveals that children worldwide are becoming more impulsive, anger-prone, lonely and aggressive. They have more behavioral problems, psychosomatic problems, eating disorders, etc. Increasingly, children are getting depressed at a younger age, even at 9 to 10 years. There are many reasons why this is so. Pressure of studies, parents' expectations, uncertainty about the future.
With the recent spate of suicides among children of age group of 10 to 15 in last almost 1 or 2 months has almost awakened all the people, all the adults, and we are thinking why children are committing such heinous acts and such why this is happening in children of such a younger tender age. But last 1 decade we are seeing all over the world what is devastating is the depression in children, and children are getting more and more depressed, and depression is as good as becoming a kind of common cold of mental illness.
Can we as individuals change this situation? Maybe not, but we can certainly do something which will help our children, which will enable them to cope better with challenges which this fast-changing world keeps throwing their way. How? Well, it was Dr. Daniel Goleman, a well-known psychologist, who underlined the importance of emotions and the need to develop emotional intelligence in children. But much before him, the famous Greek philosopher Plato had emphasized the role emotions play in human life. He said, all learning has an emotional base. We have all heard about IQ, and most of us believe that intelligence is what is reflected in marks or grades in examinations. But Dr. Goleman pointed out that EQ can matter more than IQ.
There is a scientific definition of emotional intelligence which has been given by Dr. Peter Salovey and Dr. John Mayer way back in 1990. And according to that definition, it is the set of abilities of any child or any person to perceive emotions, to understand emotions, to effectively use emotions and the content in that for in the thinking process, and to reflectively regulate emotions so as to promote intellectual as well as academic growth. So this is a scientific definition, but in short, what it means for us, especially in the field of child education, is how the child can be made smart about his or her emotions as well as about others' emotions.
Emotions are an integral part of our life. In our daily life, we experience a number of different emotions. Even a child is no exception. Emotions are of 2 types, positive and negative. Love and joy are positive emotions, whereas anger, sadness, fear, anxiety are all negative emotions. Each of these emotions has many shades, and we may experience hundreds of different shades throughout the day. Emotions are popularly considered to be a matter of the heart. It is now established that the brain is the source of both thoughts and emotions.
We have 2 kinds of brain, one is thinking brain, which is the outermost part of the brain, which is called as neocortex, and there is inside is the emotional brain, which is mainly called as limbic system, consisting of thalamus, hippocampus and amygdala. So there are various connections, neural circuits between these two parts of the brain, that is thinking brain and emotional brain.
Emotional intelligence is only partly genetic, and most of it can be learned and developed. Developing emotional literacy is the first step which leads to enhancement of emotional intelligence.
Emotional literacy skills, which are important, they are in the form of abilities and skills which can be developed in children. For example, if the child is able to understand, recognize, can notice different feelings and emotions in himself as well as others, and can label those feelings, give words to their feelings, this requires definite feeling vocabulary or emotional vocabulary for the child. And for expressing all these emotions in a constructive way, the child requires to develop the language of emotions. All these skills come under a skill of emotional literacy, which is the fundamental basic skill of emotional intelligence. If the child has these skills, then child is able to better verbalize his emotions as well as can manage emotions later on if he or she is aware of what exactly he or she is feeling at any point of time. So this is a basic skill. Then comes how the child can manage different emotions, can deal with different emotions like anger, fear, disappointment, frustration, all the negative as well as positive emotions which come daily in our lives. How the children can cope up with that, can deal with those emotions, is another skill which is known as managing emotions and emotion management skill. Then how the child can delay gratification, something the child wants very badly, can wait for that thing for a minute, maybe for some more time, maybe an hour or maybe a week. So that is basically a skill which definitely has got long-term implication. Impulse control is another skill of emotional intelligence, where the child can he or she control his or her impulses in any situation. Many a times we see children where they are more impulsive, where this skill is not so much developed. Then another skill of emotional intelligence is whether the child can motivate himself or other when the times are tough, and this is called self-motivation skill. Another skill which is very important in child's future is optimism skill, where can the child in given situation has optimistic thinking style and can hope for better and can go through rough passages in life also. There is another skill which is known as empathy, which is also a very important skill of emotional intelligence, where whether the child can understand, notice and recognize emotions in others, can he or she actually feel other person and kind of empathize and communicate empathetically with the other person. This skill is very important from long-term point of view, because when the child grows into adulthood, when he has to mix with people, if he or she can understand empathetically and have empathy, they can really communicate well and can have a good social networking later on. So all these skills together will form what is called as emotional intelligence as such. And
at our center, we give a lot of focus, lot of time where the children are able to express themselves. Through the modules, it's very nice to see children open up. We have children who come in who are very shy, who take time to adjust in a group, and the unfolding that happens and the sort of development in confidence that they gain through the games, through the activities is amazing. The transformation that happens over a period of 3 months is has to be seen to be believed. And for the last 4 years, we have been conducting classes for children in this pattern. I want you to clap for him. Very, very good. Very nice. Yes, अजून कोण काय सांगणार आहे इमोशन्स बद्दल?
भावना म्हणजे आपल्याला जेव्हा दुःख होतं किंवा मग आपल्याला आनंद होतो, तेव्हा आपल्या तोंडातून जे उद्गार निघतात त्याला आपण भावना म्हणतो.
जेव्हा मिळालं, जे मनाला हवं असतं ते मिळालं तर